back to another episode of Last Day on Earth. Today we returned, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with your boy, Eagle Scout Master Star and Eagle Scout, Boy Scout, Turtle Scout, Travis.
We both know I'm the better scout.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. We've got the putty sticking out in full force as well, because today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got an absolute banger of a video coming your way with new content up the freaking wazoo, not to mention something never before seen that I cannot wait to show you at none other at our base of operations in due time. But first, we are back over here at the Chinese New Year / Lunar New Year location that has popped up in the midst of our season 19 shenanigans. We got this guy over here who's kind of a schmuck trying to sell us some stuff for the dollary dues. I don't require that stuff because I got other stuff that we can go ahead and utilize over here to engage in combat with Nian. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more boss battles with Nian coming y'all's way, and these are going to be a little bit special as well, because actually while we are live streaming over at twitch.tv/Starsnipe, which we are live at every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, ladies and gentlemen, link at the top of the description. And by the way, make sure y'all go ahead and pop on over there, hit that follow button. And also, a bit of a quick heads up, this week we're going to be going live Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I cannot make the Friday stream due to some prior obligations, but otherwise, other than this week, we're live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so looking forward to seeing some of y'all folks over there. But anyways, during said stream, literally from one of the fortune cookies that we opened up, we actually stumbled across this warrior, and we were able to recruit and save this warrior, and as a result for that, I owe you. If there is a battle, he is ready to fight by our side. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, the Starsnipe army grows, and we will be able to defeat Nian with the power of 1,000 suns. Or, I don't know, 2 suns, technically speaking, because, I mean, we're technically sons to someone out there, but it's a pun, just laugh at it. All right, anyways, though, let's see if we actually have enough to go ahead and engage with that, because I did go ahead and gather some kumquats over here that we could potentially utilize to engage in none other than said combat. So let's just go ahead and see if that's enough to, yes, the freak has been accepted. Prepare for battle. I am prepared. You better be prepared, you better be prepared too, you freaking schmuck. It's me and you versus Nian over here. Eat freaking pointy stick, mother trucker. Plenty where that came from. Are you gonna go ahead and help me out? Thank you. We're receiving a little bit of assistance, and goodness gracious, look at the damage that is being inflicted. Me and my homie are prepared to take down Nian with some ferocity. See you later, alligator. And with that, stage 3 is done. You saved my life and I saved yours. We're even. Every warrior would have done that in my place, and now it appears that unfortunately our friend, our comrade, has left us. But literally, that is such a cool feature about this new update, that if you do stumble across the right quest from opening up fortune cookies that you can gain from just like like doing the daily tasks and all that stuff, you can actually recruit help during these boss battles. And that is such an incredibly big deal, because ladies and gentlemen, hello, a little daily bonus. Every day you can get a reward by returning to the game, starting on the 13th of February. Well, hot dog! I like this. Also, by the way, confirmation from the developers that this calendar is actually here to stay. This is a permanent addition to the game, which I am incredibly stoked about, because that means that there are going to be, even after the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year event is over, there will still be things like the weekend rushes for Alpha. We did the laboratory rush actually on that twitch.tv/Starsnipe stream that I was talking about. And by the way, if you guys want to know what time that it starts in your own local time zone, twitch.tv/Starsnipe schedule should be able to go ahead and help you out. Also, a link at the top of the description and in the pinned comment. Hopefully, looking forward to see y'all folks over there and getting into some Last Day on Earth shenanigans like we do every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Except, again, reminder, this week it is on Thursday, but besides that, every Friday 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got the face cam on, we got the live chat rolling, so y'all can participate in a Last Day on Earth experience like never before. And it's always such a freaking blast and such a great way to go ahead and kick off the weekend. But yeah, so we did the laboratory rush last time around. The scars did like 50% extra damage inside the laboratory, which was actually really freaking cool. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of like boost we get over here in Alpha, or what changes during this mini event. And like, all I'm gonna say is I do like this as an addition. When I asked for permanent content from the developers, this is not what I expected. I still want to get a new permanent location added to the game, like a new bunker or a new sort of location you can go to constantly for longer than just a season. But I do gotta say, the addition of this calendar and kind of some of the twists and turns that it adds, not to mention the rewards and prizes that can be attained from it, you can definitely color me a fan of, ladies and gentlemen. But all right, without further ado, we are got, well, English is an extremely hard language for me at times. We've still got some stuff to do over here, including our daily battle, where we gotta bang the gong if we want to go ahead and compete and see what Mulan wants to go ahead and do. So let's make sure that we are prepared for that battle. Get a little bit of pistol drizzle up in here, potentially just go ahead and take down the enemies. That we must do. We gotta go ahead and target specifically the terracotta zombies. That is a Zhangxi, so I will actually go ahead and let her get the finishing blow. I got to, whatchamacall, take down some terracotta zombies. Where are the terracotta zombies, dude? There you go, there's a terracotta zombie. We gotta make sure that we put the finishing blows on these guys. I do not care about the Zhangxi. She can go ahead and take those schmucks down for all I freaking care. The terracotta zombies have got to go at our hands, because that's the interesting thing about these battles that Mulan gets into. Like, if you play your cards right, you can truly minimize, whatchamacall, pretty much what you have to do, because again, you only have to go after, usually from what I've seen, a specific zombie or a specific target. So the Zhangxi, I let her do her business with that. I do my business with the terracotta zombies. We both slay some zombies. We both seem pretty happy. It's a win-win if you ask me. And we got ourselves a little chest over here, and boom, shakalaka, that's what I'm talking about. Let's pop that thing open, and inside we got waiting for us some band-aids. I was hoping to maybe get something that we could offer up into Nian to hopefully continue making our way up that, because, oh, I totally got sidetracked. The reason that that's such a big deal during the season and absolutely 100% something that y'all should be going after is because of this inside of this Lunar New Year event specifically. And this is gonna be such a big deal for every free-to-play player out there. At level 6, at the 6th ritual, you get a tactical backpack. Any and every opportunity that you ever are presented to get a tactical backpack, you absolutely 1000% need to be going full blast upon. And also, as a little bit of a quick reminder as well, because I honestly thought for a second that this was a really shortened season, because you can see that the Lunar New Year event only lasts from the 31st to the 15th. That is actually not the length of time that the season lasts. Season 19 is still gonna be going for like another like 19, 20 days or so. But the Lunar New Year event portion that is currently ongoing is only going to last until the 15th of February. So hopefully we'll actually see some sort of like new event happen for like the second half of the season. That would actually be absolutely cash money, and hopefully that's something that will be unveiled over here on the calendar in no time soon. Another really cool aspect about the calendar is the fact that we can kind of see what's coming up in the near-term future and kind of plan ahead of it. So I mean, I'm definitely a fan of this calendar thing, man. It's just kind of like new bonuses that were not there before, and anytime that there are new bonuses added to the game, I'm always a fan of that. Also, speaking of which, we do have some levels over here that we can go ahead and attain with some pretty good goodies. Let's go ahead and get to grabbing those. Thank you very kindly. I highly appreciate that, Mr. Season Pass. And whatchamacall, hopefully in some levels we will get something extra special that I cannot wait to show off. Also, here I got some of the prizes, whatchamacall, from defeating the latest iteration of Nian, but we hopefully will be able to defeat much more than that. First things first, let's go over here and talk to the Lonely Elder and see what we got. We gotta go ahead and feed the pupper. We will do that. We gotta go ahead and grow a little bit of rice, and then, oh, the hideous Zhangxi are coming from the west. Face them in the open. That would give you an advantage. And we gotta go ahead and, face some Zhangxi, I imagine, somewhere else in the map. We gotta get a little bit of food over here for the pup. And alrighty, pup food has been acquired. Happy freaking Lunar New Year, puppy. I hope that you enjoy it. That thing is way too adorable. And then why don't we go ahead and, while we are at it as well, boop, go ahead and start growing a little bit of rice in each of these plots. This is the most efficient way of getting these 5 grown. Pretty much you just put, you put one single piece of rice inside of 3 plots, and then you just put 2 inside of the last one, and that will pretty much within about 10 minutes gets you the 5 rice grown that you do need. I imagine there's a quest where we are going to have to actually like craft the rice into a a bowl of rice, but for now that is not something that we got to worry about. I imagine we got even more free rice seeds awaiting us here. Dude, please, for the love of everything, let me be able to like grow these things back at home on my own plots of freaking on my own farm plots, man. I would love to add another crop to the variety that we got over there. But while we wait for this rice to go ahead and grow, we do still have a few tasks to go ahead and knock out. We gotta go and find these hideous Zhangxi, as they were called, over to the west. I imagine over in some of the stone zones. And then we also do have the other season/lunar New Year location to go ahead and pop on over by. Not to mention as well, I think I want to see if we can't stumble across some bosses and also see how many points we get from defeating each of them. And yes, sir, we gotta go ahead and go to the Limestone Ridge, literally right to the west of us. Would you look at that? But I do want to see how many points we get for defeating some of the bosses over on the map, because like the new scoring system of this season, like it's definitely like the amount of points you need to level up each level seems a lot higher, but also you get a lot more points for everything that you do. And also literally killing zombies directly does get you points for this stuff. Like, it does seem like there are more ways to actually acquire the points for the season. So I definitely want to see what potentially knocking out some bosses might be able to do for that total. Not to mention, of course, the quests over here that we are doing as well. And also, we got a little bit of a fortune cookie. Hopefully a little bit of good luck coming our way in the form of this puppy right over here. And you can help a man in trouble and he will certainly pay you back. Boom! That's the prophecy. I think that's the prophecy I was talking about right there, baby. I believe that is how we will be able, if I am not mistaken, to recruit another warrior to help us with our next iteration of battling the fabled Nian. But all right, why don't we go ahead and get the sneaky deaky ability going over here. And listen, I just gotta say, the pointy stick will live on in all of its glory. And what better way than by slicing you with a little bit of that, and then boop. Oh, 2 health left over, gosh darn it. That 25 damage off the critical really got me excited there. Really got me going for a second. But whatchamacall, yeah. So we're gonna do about 40 damage. So honestly, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is after we do that 40 damage, I will switch to the sledgehammer and bada bing, bada boom, swing, bada 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 bada, swing. Go ahead and send that body flying. Get a little bit more sneaky deaky over here. We still gotta find 3 more of the Zhongxi scattered throughout this location. But speaking of things that we gotta go ahead and do, we gotta go ahead and how could we ever forget to do something like this? Wish y'all the absolute most fan-freaking-tastic day imaginable. Hope everyone out there is having a sweet, fan-freaking-tastic day of the most basic variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out. Whether that be from the video, bringing you a smile, bringing you a giggle, anything or everything like that, does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers that indeedly do. That's exactly what the joy do, because nothing else brings a smile to my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's one of the biggest reasons I am so freaking just filled with goofitude and joy whenever we are recording and having some fun, or even streaming over at twitch.tv/Starsnipe, whatever it might be. Just knowing the fact that whatever I'm doing might be able to get a freaking smile out of even one person out there instantly fuels me with happiness like almost nothing else can. And it's almost like a self-fulfilling loop, because you gotta imagine, you know, if I'm feeling good, I gotta imagine, you know, the content's also feeling a little bit good too, so for the videos do end up better and more enjoyable for y'all, and then hopefully you can spread some even more joy, and then I end up freaking happier because I'm spreading joy. And just long story short, it's just like a giant sufficient, just self-fulfilling loop of fan-freaking-tasticness. There's no other way of putting it. Unless, of course, you're a Zhongxi or some other form of zombie that I am in the midst of swinging a cement on a stick at. In which case, yeah, your day's probably not going too fan-freaking-tastic. Like, listen, I'm sorry, zombies, but y'all have been trying to eat my brains for Lord knows how long. It goes way back, I tell you what. But all right, we're gonna go to the point bushes to find the warrior. The rice has to continue growing over at the hidden garden. But before we make our way over to the point, whatchamacallit, bushes, I believe, why don't we go ahead and go over to the silent abode first and foremost, where there should be a set of tasks for us to go ahead and knock out and some prizes to claim as well, some of which should be perfect to utilize as an offering, as a sacrifice to Nian, to bring it out, to lure it out and battle it yet again and continue making our way up the ladder of prizes that do await us. Not to mention the ladder of prizes, not just from, whatchamacallit, the actual event, but also from that little chest right by that, right by the freaking dinner we set up, you know? Oh, hello. All right, this is a new one. Collect some garbage while this freaking warrior talks some smack to us. Listen, I'm quite great at picking up garbage, all right? So don't mind if I did lead through. Let's go ahead and smack some of these zombies upside the noggin. We gotta go ahead and hang some lanterns throughout here. There's usually 3 tasks for some reason, though. Only 2 tasks have been popping up at a time lately. Not really sure why that is the case. But let's go ahead and hit you with a little bit of that and a little bit of this. See ya later. And then we got whatchamacallit, some of that trash that we just picked up as well. We gotta kill 8 zombies. Okay, so we gotta kill 8 more zombies, pick up some trash, and hang some lanterns. Easy peasy, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we should be able to most definitely do this. We can parkour whee down the barrels over there. Love the fact that that's a thing. And again, I am so stoked about the addition of the 2nd floor because, man, I am telling you, this is the first time a mechanic like this has been added to anything resembling Last Day on Earth, where while actually staying on the same map, you can actually like climb or enter a 2nd floor. I'm just saying, I really think that might be a foreshadowing very big things to come. So don't forget what y'all think about that in that comment section down below. Not to mention, I'd love to hear from y'all in that comment section how this season has been treating y'all, how things are going, how this floater bloater likes a big old block of cement hitting it right upside the back of the head. All right, just kidding. That time it hit you in the front of the head. All right, got to spread it out. You know, got to make the damage a little bit more more even. Don't want to deform your head too much in one direction, you know? Boop. Let's go ahead and hang that thing right over there. And definitely not passing up the opportunity to use a little bit of the body stick over there on you, and then boop, and take you out that way. And oh, hello, Zhangxi. How are you doing? One more for good measure. See you later, alligator. And again, they don't really drop anything too great. Although, if you do, you definitely should be picking up that cloth to go in and craft up some band-aids. I do gotta say, I already got a pretty massive band-aid stockpile back at home, so I'm not really in a rush to freaking pick up the cloth to craft up more of them. But one day, who knows if it'll ever arrive when I do start running low on the meds. Yeah, you will definitely see me scavenging for the cloth like no one's business, because the cloth is seriously, I mean, it's a great way of just getting some meds from zombies that otherwise you might not think of. You might be like, oh, the zombie's only dropping cloth. Nah, dude, that's like every cloth is 1/5 of a band-aid. All right, that stuff adds up. That stuff adds up. That zombie is staring at a freaking tree for some reason. Not sure what you saw on that, but all right, you know, do your thing. You go get him, king. And I believe that is everything for here. Let's climb up the ladder. Oh, poor Zhangxi, not gonna be able to get to me. Oh, hello, hello. Check this out, little cheeky corridor over here. Literally like almost a complete dead end. Can I hit you from the other side of this? Oh, I can! Swing! Bada, swing. Aw. Well, his arm appears to be stuck in the air, so that's hilarious. No, he's actually just waving at us from the grave. Lol. Oh, baby, we got some more kumquats coming our way. Nian will absolutely love the sight of those and a few other little doodads here and there as well. Let's make our way up, and then, we cannot cross this bridge. That one is a little bit shattered, because again, every time that you do go to this location, usually is a different configuration. There are actually many configurations of this location that can spawn inside. So every time you come here, it is going to be a little bit fresh, unless you come here like hundreds of times, in which case you might start to, you know, see some repeats up in there. But yeah, it is not the same every time you come here, which definitely is a great way of keeping things friggity fresh. And we just got one more zombie here to go ahead and hit that magical numero 10. And beautiful, the zombies have been slain, the lanterns have been hung, and we got but one more trash to pick up before this location is good as done and left in the dust. Yay! Let's go ahead and send that. Man, I'm really disappointed by the fact that these zombies are not flying with the velocity I was hoping to see. You'd think swinging a heavy old modified sledgehammer like this would put some oomph into these things, but no, alas, they appear like they're going for a leisurely stroll. But that's all right, sometimes it happens. Maybe I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm not able to swing my sledgehammer with the force of a million suns. You know, like I maybe once was. Maybe it's the arthritis finally catching up to my Last Day on Earth character. Because in Last Day on Earth years, man, I do gotta say, our freaking Last Day on Earth edition Starsnipe, he's getting up there in the age, you know? I'm surprised you've made it. Yeah, I'm not Maypie. Come on, why you gotta talk trash like that to me? We do have a little bit of a reward coming our way. Let's pop that thing open and let's go! The candied fruits! That's what I'm talking about. That is Nian's like favorite snack out of everything that we could get, and you absolutely love to say that. So all right, let's go ahead, make our exit. Let's go and find that warrior. Then hopefully, why don't we try to summon Nian yet again and get ourselves in a bit of another tussle. But yeah, like I was saying, definitely would love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below how the season has been treating y'all so far, and specifically how this kind of like mini event, because like I don't know, I want to call the Lunar New Year / Chinese New Year like the season, but it's not just that. Like, the season is gonna be more than that. 'Cause again, this Lunar New Year only lasts until the 15th, but the season lasts for like, I think like 2 weeks after that or something. So like, I don't wanna call this the Lunar New Year season, but I do wanna say that the season does contain the Lunar New Year. Anyway, I'd love to hear so far how the season's treating you and how the Lunar New Year is treating y'all as well. Hopefully y'all are getting some great prizes, hopefully picking up some tactical backpacks. Because again, free-to-play tactical backpacks are such a beautiful sight to behold, and the fact of the matter is that there are a few opportunities to get them here, so absolutely would recommend going ham, egg, and cheese like a freaking delicious breakfast omelet to get that stuff coming your way. And all right, I gotta find this warrior, and if I recall, all right, big brain Starsnipe now carries around the bandages. Star, why do you do this? You are a medkit type of guy. I tell you why, my guy and or gal. You want to know why? Because the warrior who I have encountered in the past, this person, pretty much ends up asking for some band-aids. So, I will apply these band-aids directly to his face and heal him the heck up, and he will be good as new. I got the Midas touch when it comes to the band-aids, you know? But first things first, I gotta find this guy somewhere over here inside of the map. It should be, oh, hello. I was gonna say it should be a little green icon like that person there, surrounded. Oh my god! I just killed one terracotta zombie, another person came out! What the heck, did I just witness a birth? I was not expecting that. Hello, survivor, how you doing? Why don't we go ahead, heal you right up, and I'd appreciate you helping me out because I'm currently being swarmed by the zombies who I believe injured you in the first place. I'll be more useful if what do you mean you'll be more useful if you return to the garden? Help me slay these zombies! You're just gonna run away like that? You owe me your life, I saved you! And you leave me to fend for myself and to spit on you. Just kidding, I don't, because as we saw at the beginning of the episode, that dude's kind of a homie. He knows what he's doing. He's a 10 out of 10 type of guy, and he will help us out whence it matters most, which I, sorry about the burp there, would definitely love to see. So hopefully we've got enough over here between the candied apple and whatchamacallit, some of these kumquats to actually get the next level of Nian to go ahead and come out swinging so we could go ahead and take it down respectfully. And yeah, if not, we're gonna be ridiculously close to doing it, I tell you what. But yeah, looking forward to see what y'all gotta say in the comment section down below. Definitely let me know how this season has been treating y'all, and also what y'all do think, because I seriously think this is a big deal about the whole kind of like the other new location that was added in, and the ability to like climb ladders and, you know, like go up into a second floor, because I seriously think like that's kind of an underrated aspect of things and definitely will have some interesting implications moving forward. So would love to hear what y'all could potentially think about that and how that could come into play in future locations that you might encounter, or even at our very own home base, man. Who the heck knows? The second floor was teased quite a while ago, so I'm just saying, you know, it's very interesting to finally be seeing that come into play. But all right, why don't we go ahead and see how we are looking on this side of things. Please take the candied apple, please take the kumquats, and let's go! We are ready for war! Hello, Nian, how are you? I'm not scared of you, although, oh, look at that! A little bit more health than in the past, all the way up to 600. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and lure Nian over here to the crate with fireworks, because like, I feel like we can definitely, oh, you know what I gotta do? Yo, warrior, you gonna help me out, dude? Are you just gonna stand there? I thought you were gonna do something. All right, I gotta do a little bit of damage first, to Nian, then whatchamacallit. I'm gonna get this torch over here because, whatchamacallit, it actually appears like this person will just do my bidding over here. So, honestly, sure, I'll just sit back, relax, eat some popcorn, and just kidding, he's dead. Oh my god, I'm an awful person. That's not very good, but why don't we go ahead and light this thing over, because I do believe we should be able to, boom! Get a big old hit on Nian, who apparently is just absolutely stunned by the fact I brought out the fireworks, absolutely kerfuffled, absolutely bamboozled about what I just done, but once coming under 50 health, Nian does go ahead and decide to dip. I decide to feel a little bit bad about the murder that I kind of let happen, but yeah, I'm really sorry about that, my fellow warrior. You were not as lucky as the person who helped us out the first time around, and let's go, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Those are beautiful things that I know a lot of y'all are gonna be stoked to see. Multiple steel plates coming our way, a car air filter, which, dudes, I can tell you can definitely be a pain in the butt to get a little bit earlier in the game, but it's quite essential for crafting some things like the acid bath. But guess what, baby? We got one coming our way right here, and right me out, a little bit of gas, glass, not gas. We didn't have no, you know, toasty breakfast burritos this morning that are striking back. You know, the burrito strikes back. And a little bit of alcohol. All right, I guess I'll take that. Not the kind I was hoping for, but it is what it is. Anyways, we do actually have another chest awaiting us now after that, because once we have completed all three of the tasks for our elder comrade over here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got, oh, let's go, another fortune cookie coming our way. We got some carrot stew, a little bit more on the disappointing side, and also the fortune cookie which you can eat. And your hope is not in vain. An opponent guarding great riches will be waiting for you in the pine bushes. That's a new one. I believe some sort of a boss may be awaiting us with some great riches. Well, well, well. I like the thought of riches. Why don't we go ahead and say hello to this great boss? You know, it'd be kind of funny if his name was Richie. Like Richard. Like, hey, my name is Richie and I guard the riches. I'm just saying, that'd be pretty punny. All right, puns aside, let's make our way over to the map and see exactly where this set of events is going. It's to be taking us, but yeah, looking forward to seeing what y'all do gotta say in that comment section down below. I've lost this train of thought like 5 different freaking times, but I'm gonna go through with it this time. And of course, because the rest of the train of thought that I absolutely do gotta get through before I completely forget again and this train is derailed. Dude, I'm telling you, my mind is like just a graveyard of trains that have gone off the rails. Trains of thoughts, of course, metaphorically, not literal trains. That'd be pretty awful, because with the amount of trains of thoughts that I've lost, let me just say, I'd be like a wanted war criminal or something like that. But as I was saying, before I completely forget again, and have another voice crack. Make sure y'all go ahead and smash that like button as well if y'all are enjoying the video and having an absolutely great time. Not to mention, do not forget to be subscribed and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the latest and greatest about Last Day on Earth, all the new updates that do come out, all the new info about forthcoming updates, and all the fantastic shenanigans that do await you inside of every Last Day on Earth adventure that we do go upon. But all right. Where is the rare zombie that we are awaiting? Just how rare will the zombie be? We talking like medium rare? We talking like rare? We talking like well done? Because that's not very rare. I don't know what to expect. How powerful of a boss will be awaiting us? Because currently, might just be a bad luck of the draw so far, I am not seeing on our mini-map any sort of enemy with that signature yellow outline around it, which usually does indicate exactly what we are waiting for. Also, by the way, please and thank you. I'll be taking a few of those rewards. Thank you very much. Ooh, you know what else I gotta go check? I totally forgot, but I gotta check the port and see if we do actually have a new set of deliveries that we can knock out to celebrate the season, because most seasons do have it, but this season does seem a little bit different, so I am definitely a little bit curious to see if that is the case. Dude, where is this rare zombie? Like, actually, literally, what the heck, bro? I've been awaiting, and I ain't seeing what I am awaiting. I mean, like, maybe it's this over here. Like, this looks like is that it? Sergeant Kowalski? He's a little bit on the rarer side. I mean, Kowalski, is that you? Kowalski, analysis. I don't know, Dead Martin, you're not who I came here for, but could this be who we are looking for? None other than Sergeant Kowalski? Yeah, it was. Okay, so I guess that version of the fortune cookie gets you guaranteed a rare zombie that spawns at the location you're looking for. Is this the chest that they were protecting? It said that he was guarding riches, but my boy Richie Kowalski over here doesn't appear to have been protected much, except for a few cans of food and a bottle of water. I tell you what, I am slightly disappointed, but life goes on. Why don't we go ahead and, whatchamacallit, I do want to really quickly go ahead and knock out a few bosses as well. And oh, really quickly, run to the port too. I do want to see if the port might have what we are looking for in store for us. Because seriously, man, like every season, like maybe not every season, but like as of late, most seasons have had a unique delivery specifically for the season. So I do wonder if something like that might be possible at the port. Like we do have some seasonal items that are unique to the season in the form of like, you know, the rice we can craft and grow, the kumquats, the candied fruit. Like maybe we'll be able to package up some of those inside of a box and, you know, send it out for delivery. Let's see. The moment of truth? Perhaps, maybe there is not any deliveries for the season. Bwah, bwah. A little bit of a bummer because those are always such a great way to get a little bit of bonus points towards the season pass, but it appears like that is not going to be the case this time around. But do not fret, do not worry, lads and lassies, because if my calculations are correct here, all right, you know, big calculator guy, took a math class or two, I believe we should have quite a lot of points awaiting us from the demise of some of the zombies that we can go ahead and slay, particularly some of the bigger zombies, like our friend over here at the motel, Holiday Inn, you know, whatever it might be. So let's pop over to the motel and see what it's all about. All right. Why don't we go ahead and see if potentially taking down the boss of this location will get us quite a lot of season points. I mean, you can see even like slaying like these normal zombies, we acquire points for such heroic acts. So you gotta imagine taking down some of the slightly bigger zombies will get us quite a lot more points. And then of course doing like significantly bigger things like Bunker Alpha runs, Bunker Bravo runs, Laboratory runs, Hard Mode runs, all that jazz will probably get us quite a lot more points on top of that. Not to mention, ooh, potentially like the Dead Island and some of the enemies that could potentially be awaiting us there, because there are definitely some tougher enemies over that way. But if we're going our way to the Dead Island, like we gotta definitely make some preparations and make sure that, we got the titanium drill ready to go ahead and collect a few things from there. But all right, moment of truth. This is always a great thing that I love to do. Also, if you ever come to the motel, always pop open this door if you do have the lock-picking skill to do so, because inside you are guaranteed, all right, Charles Barkley style, a guarantee of getting your hands on a little bit of a granata, which is always a sight for sore eyes. Not to mention, we taking a baseball bat over here. I don't usually pay attention to anything other than the grenade, but I'm not gonna lie, a guaranteed baseball bat's also kind of nice, especially if you do have the active skill mod for the baseball bat, because dude, it literally does overtime bleeding damage and also does ignore armor, which is kind of a big deal. But anyways, all right, that aside, Vipa, how are you doing? Hopefully, do not Veep on me, okay? All right, let me get you some tissues or something in the form of my sword! And only 50 points, a little bit of a bummer. Not the biggest amount of points out there, but that's all right. A bit of a quick pit stop. I like that. Bit of a quick pit stop that we could go ahead and make, though. Get our hands on a grenade. A few easy peasy points from taking down enemies like that. But now, the bigger question, all right, is some of the bigger zombies. And they can, listen, we're not necessarily going up against the biggest here, all right, but we're gonna be going up against something with a little bit more bulk to it. Specifically enough bulk to take almost an entire katana to take down. That's right, I'm talking about, all right, I'm talking about this guy over here. I forget his name. The Ravager, the Revenger, whatever the heck it is. This person is not a nice person. And for that, we gotta kill him. Hopefully we got enough katana to do the trick, because usually I bring a whole katana. However, my katana, it's a little bit used. I picked it up off the curb, you know? Not in pristine condition by any means, but should still be suitable. If not, I mean, we can always go a little bit more fully automatic, comrades, and have some fun in that way. But all right, first things first, before we do make our way over there, we gotta go ahead and get our shelves into a little bit of combat with none other than a few rotten yokels. And beautiful, once that one is taken down, we should actually be able to sneak up upon and do some major damage to the rotten yokel right over here. 133, and 2 bullets later. See you later, alligator. You're done for. All right, let's get the pistol drizzle out to play. Take down the Savage Giant, enemy that we definitely do not want to get into melee combat with, because as you can see, 41 damage, and we are wearing military armor under this pristine set of Eagle Scout outfit. And only 13 reputation points for that. Bit of a bummer. It appears like we are going to have a raider over here that, ooh, brought out a freaking gun, and he has a friend who also has a gun. That one, unfortunately, is a zip gun. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for us. But unfortunately, again, for us, a lot of flip-flopping between fortunately and unfortunately. They do not drop the guns that they were utilizing, man. Back in the day, I still remember that. Like, raiders would almost, if not always, drop, drop the weapons and drop the armor that they were using in, like, decent condition. Nowadays, I mean, it's a rare sight to behold, if that is the case, which truly is a bummer, man, because, like, that's what made things like chopper events even more valuable in the past. The raiders you would take down, not only would you acquire, the prizes from the choppers that they were protecting, but on top of that, literally, the things that they were using. And all right, let's really quickly go ahead and get the katana out to play, because the Ravager, we're gonna have to go ahead and aggravate a little bit. If you run away from the Ravager, it will start running. Once it starts running, it enters into spitting mode. Once spitting mode is entered, you pretty much, if you're using the katana at least, got 3 swings in between each and every one of the Ravager's spits. You do not want to get caught inside of the spit, because it will literally slow you down and take out a good chunk of your armor, and trust me, that is not a fun combination when dealing with the Ravager over here. But yeah, you should be able to comfortably, if you're using a faster weapon like a katana, get 3 swings over here on the Ravager before you gotta go ahead and move out the way. If you're using something a little bit slower, like a sledgehammer or a saw blade mace, maybe only 2. You know, you might be stretching it if you try to fit in that 3rd swing, but nonetheless, fantastic way of taking down a what would otherwise be kind of tougher zombie with none other than, I mean, without really taking much damage, but getting quite a lot in return. And see ya, Ravager! We got 150 points coming our way, and that's weird. Why is that there? Hello? That's scary. I'm spooked. Why is there a ghost chest here? I'm gonna leave now. This is the start to a horror movie. I don't like horror movies. Let's get the heck out of here. But 150 points, pretty easy peasy right over there from taking down the Ravager, and yet another freaking level coming our way. Thank you very kindly. And oh, what the? Did anybody just hear that? Dude, is this location haunted? What was this? That's the sound of something getting dropped. That's like the sound of the chest getting. The chest has moved! The chest is not there anymore! What is going on? We're leaving! This place is 1000% haunted! I'm getting the heck out of here! No, thank you! No. I'm about to, it's about to fall on my head like a freaking piano. Looney Tunes style. I am out. Okie dokie, that took long enough, but ladies and gentlemen, we got something beautiful to show you. Why don't we go ahead and take some of the prizes that we have been accruing, some pretty great stuff along the way, but most importantly, the one that I'm interested in showing off for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is this one right over here in the form of the Treadmill. So, like, I'm crazy intrigued by this thing, because, like, what exactly does this do? Can be obtained for tasks of season 19. Now, the reason that I'm so intrigued by this is that lately some of the items that we have been receiving from like season tasks and stuff actually serve a purpose. Case in point, this thing from the freaking mining season over at Dig Site Echo literally gets you an ore every time you collect. You can collect like every hour, but you'll literally get a tangible benefit from it. And apparently you do have a chance of getting, it's either titanium or lead ore, I forget. I still haven't gotten it, but I do believe I've heard of people getting it. I usually just get iron ore. It is what it is. But regardless, that does have me intrigued in if maybe like this treadmill might do something a little bit special as well. It appears like we can actually put this anywhere that we do want. It does have to be put on the ground. We can't put it on the floor, which is kind of a weird decision. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to put that on the floor. So I don't really know the best location to put this thing. I was hoping to put it like over here inside of like my little like locker room slash workout room slash shower room, you know, little preparation room. But it appears like that's not gonna be possible, which is a bit of a bummer. Last down our devs, please, come on, Kefir, please. Can we put this on the ground? I feel like a treadmill belongs on the ground. So I don't really know if I want to put it over here in my awesome courtyard. Don't know if workout equipment really fits over there. So why don't we go ahead, if we're gonna be working out, why don't we go ahead and work out right over here by the water spout if we ever have to. You know, I can be running towards the water if I'm ever thirsty, and I could be, you know, looking at my pups from afar as well. But all right, now moment of truth. If and when we interact with this, I'm thinking maybe we get some kind of like a bonus where we're slightly faster for like a certain amount of time. That'd be kind of cool to see. It does appear like we can interact with it. Let's get to it. What just happened? Is that all that it does? Aren't you supposed to run on a treadmill? Why is it just being lifted? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. That is significantly more anticlimactic than even I expected. Last downer, devs, can I get an answer? Have you guys ever seen a treadmill in your lives? Because I don't think you grasp the concept of what a treadmill is. I'm supposed to be running on this thing. What the heck's going on? Okay. Yeah. This is a weird item. I hope that they add some sort of functionality or something with it, because it's just there. And I can't even put it in my workout room, because I can't put it on the ground. That makes me slightly sad. Regardless, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth. When we return, hopefully there will be some better prizes and better shenanigans for us to be getting into. We will continue trudging forth and defeating Nian and making our way through the battles, and hopefully also slowly but surely unveiling some more things on the calendar. And of course, make sure y'all tune in for these daily bonuses, dude. I love the fact that that's gonna be a thing. That seems pretty cash money if you ask me, for sure. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole thing for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.